Sorry about that. That's a new thing, I guess.
What's that? Deal in the front, in the middle of the screen though.
Oh. Yeah, I guess they're announcing that it's being recorded. Interesting. All right, I'll mute everybody. Imagine you're balancing a plate on the top of your head. You're at a picnic and you're showing off for the kids, carrying your plate of food from the buffet table to your picnic table, showing the kids how tall you are and how you can carry this plate full of barbecue across the lawn to your picnic table. Feel the joy that they are having watching you and the joy it brings your own heart to feel like a kid again. A playful heart. A generous and sharing heart. When we're feeling playful like this, we don't even have to focus on practicing to soften the body. It softens on its own when we're feeling playful and joyous. Soften your tongue inside of your mouth so that it's resting. Feel how the body reacts to that softening. Draw your attention down into your heart. This is written by Marianne Williamson. She says, our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. We ask ourselves, who am I to be brilliant, gorgeous, talented, fabulous? Actually, who are we not to be? We are a child of God. Our playing small does not serve the world. There is nothing enlightened about shrinking so that other people won't feel insecure around us. We are all meant to shine as children do. We are born to make manifest the glory of God that is within us. It is not just in some of us, it's in all of us, in everyone. And as we let our own light shine, just as we are when we're carrying the plate of food across the lawn to our table for the kids to see, we unconsciously give other people permission to do the same. As we are liberated from our own fear, our presence automatically liberates others. If you'd like to, place your hands together in front of your heart. Feel the heart softening in this pose of gratitude and open-heartedness. Let us open our eyes to see what is beautiful. Let us open our minds to learn what is true. Let us open our hearts to love one another. With your inhale, allow your heart to rise, and with your exhale, bow your head to the wisdom of your loving heart. In honor of peace within yourselves and each other and all living beings on the earth. Release your hands and open your eyes. So I'll put my little ear microphones in. Go ahead and have a seat on your mat with your feet flat on the floor, knees bent, hands are behind you. Now, the turning of the fingers either in towards the hips, the way Deborah has, or out towards the sides or back is, I think, what you'll have to work with in your own body. So it's worth checking out. Maybe we'll try, everybody, feet flat on the floor, knees bent, everybody, let's lift our hips. I'm gonna let you feel what it feels like. Use your toes, Mike. Yeah. And then go ahead, drop your hips back down. And then turn your hands out and lift your hips. Something to see, something to check out. Drop the hips, and then we'll turn the fingers out, behind you, I should say, and lift your hips. Now for me, I feel a little bit of tension in my arms. So I'm gonna drop my hips there. I think better fingers out or fingers towards you. So figure out what works for you, or maybe just fan slightly between fingertips towards hips and then to the side. So we're gonna lift the hips. You'll feel a stretch in your biceps probably and in your arms. So we're gonna step the right foot out, heel on the floor. Step it in. Step your left foot out. Yeah. And step it in. Let's do right foot. Step it in. Left foot. Step it in. Let's pull the hips back towards the hands, lower the hips, reach the feet forward, and then sort of reach forward towards your feet. We're going to do that again. But as you can see, we're getting a little stretch in the front of the shoulders and in the biceps. I did a lot of push-ups yesterday, so I'm feeling that in my biceps and chest. But the other thing is we're working those glutes and hamstrings. So we're going to do it again. Lift your hips. Step your right foot out. And step your left foot out. Step your right foot in. Step your left foot in. So that's pretty hard. It's very hard for me. So you want to make muscles with the glutes. The hips will lift. Right foot out. Left foot out. Right foot in. Left foot in. Let's do the other side. Left foot out. Right foot out. Left foot in. Right foot in. We have to do left side twice. So left foot out. Right foot out. Left foot in. Right foot in. Pull your hips back towards your hands. Lower your hips to the floor and reach forward. Now I'm going to put a blanket underneath my hips. That's helpful for my lower back to have my hips lifted. Reach your hands forward towards your toes and have a little bowing forward. So this time, let's take the hands to either side. I'm just gonna take my hands forward, right next to my hips. And then if I push my heels down, I can lift my hips and I'll be right there. So we're gonna lift the right foot up, lower the hips, lift the hips, lower the hips and lift. Last time we lower, last time we lift. Step your right foot in. Left foot lifts. Lower your hips. Lift your hips. Lower your hips and lift. Good. Last time, lower and lift. Step your left foot down. Lift your hips up, lift your heart up. Right foot in the air. Right ankle over left thigh. Flex the foot, lower your hips to the floor. Now you could put your hips on a pillow or a blanket, depending. Flex your right foot so it's nice and strong. And you can point your left knee out to the left about 3 inches. Hips are on the floor or your pillow. Go ahead, sit up on the pillow then. Yeah. Point your left knee out to the left a little. Oh, let's go a little further to the left. See how that goes. Yeah. Whew, that feels good. Let's swing it back to center. One more time, left knee out to the left, any amount. Go slow, take it slow, real slow. And back to center. So yeah, don't drop the left knee all the way down. Let's lift the hips up, lift your right foot up, step it down, lift your left foot up, left ankle over right thigh, and lower your hips to your pillow or the floor. Lift your heart towards your shin bone. Left foot is flexing, it's powerful. That's a big stretch for my left hip. Point your right knee out to the right. And then back to center. And then we're going to go further to the right if you like this time. One more time to center. Last time we do it. Point your right knee and your left foot over to the right. And release back to center. Lift your hips up. Lift your left foot up. Step it down. Lift your hips all the way up. Look up to the ceiling, the sky, and pull your hips back towards your hands. Lower your hips. Reach forward. Enjoy the rest for your arms, especially. You could point your toes and pull your arms with your toes. Yeah. Good. Enjoy that. All right. Let's go to hands and knees. We're going to do something similar like that. We're going to do no knees table. Step your right foot back, step your left foot back. Step your right knee in, step your left knee in. Step your left leg back, step your right leg back. Step your left knee in, step your right knee in. Hold your no knees table. Frog dog, press back. I'll stay here in the no knees table for a minute. Come forward to no knees table. Step your right foot back and your left foot back. Right knee in, left knee in. Left foot back, right foot back. Downward facing dog. Broaden the place between your shoulder blades and wrap your triceps down and around towards your nose. Yeah. Let's do that again. Come forward to plank. Now notice how the shoulders can rotate back. Turn your triceps in towards your belly button. Elbows turn back towards the toes. That's good, Mike. Now we're going to hold that as you press back to downward facing dog. Keep the shoulders broad from your neck to your shoulders. Okay, don't lean with your face. Yeah, better. Soften the shoulder blades up your back towards your waistband. So that will take your neck down to the floor. Things soften between the shoulder blades. And your neck gets longer. All right, come down to table pose. Hands on the floor, knees on the floor. Cat back, arch your back, scoop your tailbone under. Look at your belly button. Lift your tailbone, your heart, and your gaze. Shoulders back, belly is dropping down. And flat back, swing your hips left, look right. And flat back, swing your hips right, look left. And back to center. Let's step the right foot forward. Hands on blocks. Lift your heart, bring your hips forward. And point your knee forward like you're trying to give directions. Like that, Mike. Yes, you're really taking that knee forward. That's good. We want the knee to point forward. Now let's think about the left knee, the back knee. Energetically, without moving it, we're going to point the left knee to the wall behind us. You're going to let that left knee, pretend like it's happening. It's not going to, I'm not going to see it. You're going to, without moving it. Yeah, left knee points back. Good, Deborah. All right, let's pull the hips back. Lift the toes up, get a little stretch in the back of your right leg. Lift your toes. And then we're gonna step back right foot, step forward, left foot. So let's think about this. We're gonna take the knee over the ankle, just like we always do. Lift your blocks to the high setting. So you're really lifted in your pose. And might step your left foot forward another inch or two. Crawl with your toes, yeah. Now point your left knee forward without moving anything. You're just pointing the knee, and then the hips come forward following the knee. Now energetically, without really moving the knee, we're going to point the right knee to the back wall. Let your toes point back, Mike. And it won't be something that yes, you're seeing it, aren't you? You felt that? Yeah. Fingertip hands, lift your heart. And then we're just going to step the left leg back. All right, everybody. Downward facing dog. You could use hands on blocks if you like. Press your hips back and your hands forward. Press from your shoulders to your hands so you feel the stretch. All right, we're going to come forward to plank. You can move the blocks if you're using them now. Come forward to your plank. You're going to point your toes so your shoulders go forward of your fingertips. Point your elbows back towards your toes. Lower halfway down, touch your knees down. Take your shoulders forward another inch and then lower and lift. 5 push-ups. And then plank pose. Pivot your heels to the right, press to your right hand, lift your left hand up. Good, Mike. Ears draw back, heart shines forward. Yep, yes. Drop your gaze down, drop your left hand down. 1 full push-up. Pivot your heels to the left, press to your left hand, lift your right hand up. Draw your ears back, lift your heart. And drop your gaze down. Drop your right hand down. Point your toes so your shoulders go forward of your fingertips. Lower all the way to the floor. Lie on your belly. Make a pillow with your hands. Curl the toes under right foot. Lift your right thigh up. Extend it back. Curl your toes under left foot. Lift your left thigh up. Extend it back away from your belly button. One more time, right leg and left leg. I want those thighs be behind the body as far as possible. Rest your forehead. Let yourself take a real rest. Let's come up onto elbows, Sphinx pose. Curl the toes on the right foot. You're walking your thighs back and away. And I'm pretty sure it works better if you do one foot at a time. I can't guarantee that. Press your elbows and your palms, all 10 fingertips into the floor. Whatever's touching the floor is connecting with the floor. Whatever's lifting from the floor is lifting. Bring your elbows underneath your shoulders, Mike. Closer to you. Yes, better. Yes, now you can really lift up. Shoulders back. Pull the shoulders back away. Yeah, good. Cobra hands. Lift your torso just up a little ways. Yes, like that. And then seal arms, straight arms. Good, everybody. Child's pose. I'll go to table pose while you do your child's pose. Actually, I'll do my cow pose. That's better for my back. A little cow pose. All right, good. Downward facing dog, everybody. Downward facing dog. Right foot to the top of your mat. Lift your back knee. Pivot your back heel down. Fingertip hands look forward. Let's rise up, warrior one. May all beings be free from unnecessary pain and suffering. All tribes and nations treated with kindness and respect. And may all the countries, all the people of the world get the help they need, the medicine they need, the tools they need to be healthy, to have clean water, to be supported by the rest of us. Warrior two. Proud warrior, right arm up. Right forearm to your right thigh, left arm floats and reaches. Right hip is snuggling back towards left heel. Deep bend in right knee. Reach your left arm towards the ceiling. Slide your right hand down. I'm just going to take my right hand to my block so I don't go too far down. Deep bend in right knee. Warrior two. Feel that right leg working. It takes a lot of work in that right leg. Proud warrior. We'll think of someone special, someone that maybe could use a blessing in their life right now. Or someone special, maybe a birthday person. Right hand can slide down to the floor or your yoga block again. And then back to warrior two. Let's go to the other side. Let's find proud warrior. Straighten your right leg, turn your right foot to the left. Turn your left foot to the left. Bend your left knee, sweep your arms to the right. Find the alignment in that left knee. Straighten your left leg, turn your left foot to point forward. Turn your right foot to point to the right side of the room. Bend your right knee so it tracks over the toes, second and third toe of your right foot, and then reach your arms to the left. And then switch. And then switch. Okay, here we come to center. Horse pose. Muscles in the glutes and the arms. So we're gonna take the knees wider than the big toes. Hips drop over the heels. Shoulders are over the hips. Press your palms together. Push your palms together. Shoulders back. Heart shines forward. Make muscles as you lower down for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Straighten your legs. Hands on hips. Toes in, heels out. Reach up. Straight up. Reach way up to the ceiling. So not so far back right now, just up. Up. Draw your belly button in so your hips don't shoot too far forward. And then we're going to reach the arms back. Let's release the hands to the side. Slide your right hand down. Slide your left hand down. Back to center. Slide both hands down to the floor or yoga blocks. I'll take an easy way using my blocks. You could bow your heart forward and take your gaze inward. If you draw your gaze inward, the back of your neck could be long and hanging. Inhale, lift your heart. Let's move left and right. Let yourself move left and right. Meet me on the left side. Turn your left foot to the left. Plank pose. Point your toes so your shoulders go forward of your fingertips. Lower halfway down. Touch your knees down. Take your shoulders forward another inch. 5 push-ups. And then plank pose. Pivot your heels to the left. Press your left hand, lift your right hand up. Drop your gaze down, drop your right hand down. Full push-up, plank pose. Pivot your heels to the right. Press your right hand, lift your left hand up. And plank pose. Point your toes so your shoulders go forward of your fingertips. Lower all the way to the floor. Rest. Curl the toes under right foot and left foot. Lift your heels, touch them together, lift your elbows, lift your heart. Skydiver. Superhero. Reach forward with your arms and back with your feet. Your feet can come apart. Bend your elbows like saguaro cactus arms. Skydiver. Superhero. Skydiver. Make muscles in the back of your shoulders. Superhero. Stretch everything out. Now swim your arms back like you're swimming through a deep ocean. Cobra hands. Rest your feet on the floor. Seal arms. Heart shines forward, shoulders draw back. Don't sink into the shoulders. Press out of the shoulders with your neck. And then child's pose. Press back to child's pose. I'll stay in this little table pose. And then I'll swing my hips left and right. I love that one. Let's rise up onto our knees. Reach the arms up towards the ceiling. Curl the toes under on both feet so your heels are lifted from the floor. Lift your left arm towards the ceiling. Without dropping your gaze down, reach your right arm back.
Maybe you can touch your heel, maybe it just floats back there. Keep looking up to the ceiling, right arm up. Left arm drops down as you're reaching the right arm towards the ceiling. Keep looking up. One more time on both sides, left arm up, reach the left arm up. That's all I want you to focus on. Left arm reaching. And then right arm up, keep reaching right arm. Good, back to center and sit back. You could do a child's pose here or downward facing dog. And when you're ready, meet us in downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your heart and your gaze forward. Step your left foot to the top of your mat. Right heel pivots down. Slowly rise, warrior one. May all beings be free from unnecessary pain and suffering. Warrior two. Proud warrior, left arm up. Left forearm to your left thigh, right arm floats and reaches. Really extend the arm. It's like an arrow. And then I want to reach the right arm towards the ceiling and then slide my left hand down to my yoga block or the floor. I'll stay on the block for now. Now, warrior two. Proud warrior, we think of someone we're grateful for or someone that could use a blessing. Left hand or left elbow to the thigh again, or left hand to the yoga block or floor. Back to warrior two. Back to proud warrior. Straighten your left leg, turn your left foot to the right. Turn your right foot to the right. Lift your back heel, you're in a crescent lunge. Bow over your right leg. I like to reach my arms back to keep some weight in the back of the pose. Rise up onto your right foot, balancing. And then left knee up. And then left leg swings all the way back and down, pivot your back heel down. And then arms up, straighten your right leg, turn your right foot to the left. You can turn towards me if you want to. Turn your left foot to the left. Crescent lunge, lift your back heel. Bow over your left leg. My left foot's too far forward. I can feel it already, so I'm gonna step my right foot in another inch. So I have more weight in my left heel than my right foot. Step up into your airplane shape. Rise up with your right knee up. Right leg swings back, airplane style. Step it down. Pivot the back heel down. Reach your arms up like warrior one. Straighten your left leg, turn your left foot to the right. Good. So now we're looking forward towards each other. Heels in. In fact, I'm gonna say feet closer. We're gonna do our crouching poses, our special gardening stretch. So much better in my garden now. So my feet are closer because I want to crouch down than do my horse, rather than do my horse. So I'm going to sit down. You bring your arms forward for balance. They're going to help you bring your hips back. Good, Mike. More weight in your heels. That's right. Rise to standing. Good. That's great. Let's do two more there. We're going to lower the hips. Hips are way back in the heels. The glutes are way back behind you. Yes. Rise up. Last time we sit. Hips go back behind the heels. And then we rise. Good. Hands on hips, toes in, heels out. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, bow forward. Feel your legs. We've been doing some stuff with the legs today, so good. You need it. Balance your weight from the ball of your foot to the heel of your foot. So it should be just above the heel, I think more in the arch of the foot. And also notice if you're leaning out to the pinky toe side, which is my natural way, I need to put more weight on the inner heel for my own body, inner heel, to balance my weight in the foot. Let your head dangle or maybe look inward towards the belly button. And then inhale, lift your heart, and let's move left and right. And you can let your toes point forward. I think that would be easiest on the foot as you move left and right. Let's meet on the right side. I take my blocks wherever I go. Downward facing dog. Let's crawl our hands back towards our feet. I'm going to lift my blocks up to the high setting. Inhale, lift your heart, flat back table. Extend through the spine. And exhale, bow forward. Enjoy your exhalation. Press to the inner heel and big toe side of the foot. Press to the pinky toe side and outer heel. Keep the balance between all four corners of the feet. Inhale, lift your heart, flat back table. Exhale, chair pose, sit into your chair. And right hand or right forearm over left thigh, left arm is up. You could look up if you like. And chair pose. Left forearm or left hand on the right knee, right arm up. Look towards your right hand. And chair pose. Inhale, rise to standing, reach up, gaze up, salute your sun. Beautiful lift of the heart. And exhale, hands slide down to your side. Just stand for a moment. Arms dangling, eyes closed. Look for the beat of your heart. Look for the strength of your breath cycle. Let's interlace the fingers in front of us. Flip the palms forward of the heart and then up and over your head. Hold on to elbows over your head. And change the forearm in the front. Big butterfly wing sweep up and back. And I'm just going to say down for now. I think we'll take our strap, do a little bit of strap work. Actually, we're going to take the strap into the left hand, which looks like it's my right hand, but it's actually my left hand. So use your left hand so I can use the right cues. And they're going to take that left hand all the way around and hold it behind your head. And then you're going to sweep your right hand behind your back and find the strap. Balance your weight so that your hips aren't coming forward. You're doing good with that, Mike. Yeah, nice job. We don't want the hips to come forward. We want to keep the hips over the ball of, or the arch of the foot. Now draw attention to between the shoulder blades. We're going to broaden between the shoulder blades. And let your right elbow slightly come down and forward and your left elbow point up and back.
Good, let's switch. Hold your strap in your right hand. Take it around the body and reach back with your left hand. Balance your weight over the heel, above the heel, more towards the arch of the foot so that your hips aren't coming forward. Draw your attention between your shoulder blades, let them broaden. Let your left elbow slightly come forward and your right elbow point up and slightly back. Good, let's release that. Strap in front, wider than your shoulders. Reach your arms up. Drop your right hand down, left arm is up, slightly behind your left ear, and then right arm up, left arm is back, almost like a sundial. And let's do it again. Sundial, right arm, sundial, left arm. Good. And then back to center. Slide 3 inches and pull the strap down behind your head. Again, watch that the hips don't come forward. Pull on your strap, elbows forward, arms reach back. Both arms are sundial arms now. And we'll bring the strap over the head again. Slide 1 inch or 2 wider. Pull the strap down, elbows forward, arms reach back. Both arms sundial. And then up and over your head. Right arm down. And the left arm comes forward and down and around with the right arm till the right arm drops down and the left arm lifts up. We're going to take the right arm up and the left arm down, and the right arm comes forward and down. Left arm follows and swings around and down as the right arm reaches up. Good. Nice job. Put your strap to the side. Inhale, reach up, gaze up, salute your sun. Exhale, bow forward, salute your earth. I'm going to take a little bend in my knees to be careful with my back. We're going to crawl forward to a forward or to a plank pose. And 10 knee ins. Make sure your hands are underneath your shoulders. And when you're done with 10 knee ins, come down to your right elbow, come down to your left elbow. For 30 seconds on your elbows. Heart shines forward, scoop your tailbone so you feel your belly button drawing in. Whatever's touching the floor, that's your toes and the balls of your feet. And your elbows and the forearm and all 10 fingertips are pushing down into the floor. Really connect with the earth. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pivot your heels to the right. Press through your right elbow. Lift your left arm in the air. Left arm reaches underneath the right elbow. Left arm up. Lift your heart. Look up. Draw your ears back. Really open the pose. Good. Left arm under. Left arm up. Look up and open your heart. Last time. Left arm under. And left arm up. Open up. Left hand to the floor. Rise up to your right hand on the floor. Plank pose. Pivot your heels to the left. Press to your left hand. Lift your right hand up. Right arm can reach over your head like a rainbow. And you can step your right foot back. Lift your hips up, lift your heart up, lengthen through your spine. Now left elbow is turning in towards your hip, not away, not out to the left, but more towards the body or towards the leg. Right arm up. Stack your shoulders, stack your hips, stack your feet. Side plank, hold your side plank. Drop your gaze down, drop your right hand down.
plank pose to downward facing dog. We're going to take right foot to the top of your mat. I'm going to put my right hand on a yoga block. Right knee is bent. Left arm reaches side angle. Pivot your back heel down. Side angle. So we shortened that pose, the left side, when we were doing left side plank with the right leg back. Now we're stretching that area. Put your hand up on a block, Mike. Yeah. Lift it higher. You should lift it higher. Yeah. Now open your heart. You should be able to see the ceiling. There it is. Warrior 2. Proud warrior. Straighten your right leg. Look up. Align your chin and your nose with your right elbow. Reach your right arm forward and down, triangle pose. Back to warrior 2. Helicopter arms, look forward, lift your back heel. Bow forward over your right leg. Step up into your airplane pose. Rise up with your left knee up in front of your belly button. Twist right hand, left knee. Unwind to airplane pose again. And rise up, left knee up, left knee wide, left leg behind right leg, curtsy. Left knee out to the left, left knee to center. Last time for airplane. Last time we rise, left knee, right hand, left knee. So that's 1 curtsy and 2 twists. Yeah, that's release. Stand for a moment without shaking your legs out, not necessarily shake your legs out. They'll find their own blood. Inhale, reach up. Right knee up. Right ankle over left thigh. Sit back with your hips. Make your prayer hands. Back of your neck is long. Karate chop the pinky side of your right foot towards your right thigh. Reach with your right hand for your right ankle. Pull your right foot up, turn it into a tree shape. Keep the back of your neck long. Look forward. Don't look down at the floor. You want to look straight forward. Just as you see me looking right at this red lantern here. Reach the arms to the sky. Hold your focus. Focus on something specific. Dancer pose, right arm out to the right. You can take the arch side of your foot with the palm of your right hand. So for me to get that, I usually have to crawl my fingers around my toes. So my thumb, my right thumb is pointing up or actually holding the foot itself. Keep the heart lifted, press your foot into your hand, and then the body starts to come forward into a little stretch. And then release. One more pose, right knee over left knee. Right arm underneath left arm, eagle pose. Bend both knees. I don't wrap my top leg, I just let it dangle. Or I point the pinky side of my right foot towards my shin bone. Inhale, rise to standing. And release. Good. Now we're standing at the top of the mat. Believe it or not, we have a little bit more to do with this series. We're going to inhale, reach up, step the left leg back to crescent lunge, and we're going to lower the left knee all the way down to Anjaneyasana. Good. And hands behind your head, left elbow, right thigh. Open up. Left elbow, right knee is what I really mean to say. And open. You don't actually have to touch, especially if it's uncomfortable. I'm not touching. Left elbow, right knee. Inhale and open, reach up, lift your heart, just like we did before. Point your right knee forward and your left knee back, like you're giving directions. And hands and elbows to the inside of your right foot. I'm going to keep my arms straight, give my back a break, but you can bow down. And once you're down in a position where you're comfortable, I want you to close your eyes. Feel the body breathing itself. And ride the wave of your breath. Keep focusing on the cadence of your breath, just like the waves coming in and out. It's like you're watching the ocean, but you're watching your breath. Let it be gentle and natural, not forced, like you're making waves, but rather trying to settle the waves. Now straighten your arms, back your hands up, back your left knee up, back your hips up to a straight right leg. Lift the heart forward, lift the toes and open them up, spread them open like a fan. Right arm or right hand out to the right side. Swivel your hips to the left, turn your toes to the right, look back over your right shoulder. Inhale to center. Let's bring the right hand in. Well, let's bow down. We'll give a little stretch right here in the middle, bowing forward. And then inhale, lift your heart. Let's sweep that right leg back. You're on your left knee, right leg back. I'm taking the high version of this, putting my hand on 2 stacked blocks. Right arm is reaching. The right leg is extended to straight. Right hand butterfly wing swings back behind your back. Slide it down your back. Lift your heart. Look up. Drop your gaze down. Drop your right knee down. Right arm underneath left arm. Thread the needle. Let your right shoulder drop to the floor. You could even stack your left shoulder over your right shoulder. Anyway, whatever works for you. I'm doing a different version, a seated version. Right arm across the front of the body. Now press through your left hand, sweep your right arm out, right leg back, right arm reaches rainbow style. And then right hand butterfly wing swings back, grab your right foot, press your foot into your hand. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to pretend like I'm doing it, but I'm not going to do it. You're going to hold your foot and open your heart and look up. And then drop your gaze down. Drop your right hand down. Downward facing dog. Come forward to plank. 10 knee-ins. And when you're ready, come down to your left elbow, come down to your right elbow. 30 seconds on elbows. Press your elbows down and your heart forward. Scoop your tailbone under. Belly button to your spine. Whatever is touching the floor is connecting with the earth. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pivot your heels to the left, press to your left elbow, lift your right arm up. Right arm under. Right arm up. Right arm under. Right arm reaches up, look up. Right arm reaches under, hold it under. Last time up, right arm. Right hand to the floor. Left hand to the floor. Pivot your heels to the right. Press your right hand, lift your left hand up. Step your left foot behind your right leg. Point your left knee to point up towards the ceiling. Lift your hips up, lift your heart up. Lengthen through your spine. Side plank. Hold side plank. Good. Drop your gaze down, drop your left hand down, downward facing dog. Left foot to the top of your mat. Right heel pivots down. Left hand on a block, left side of your left leg. Right arm reaches, side angle. Left hand is on a block at the high setting outside of your left knee. Right arm is reaching to open up that side that was closing when you were in your side plank. Back to warrior 2. Proud warrior. Straighten your left leg, reach your left arm back. Left arm reaches forward past your toes and down to your really high, the highest level of your yoga block. Right arm up in the air. Left hip is snuggling back towards right heel. And warrior 2. Helicopter arms, look forward, lift your back heel. Bow forward. Step up. Rise up. Left hand, right knee. Look to the right. And release your knee, look forward, reach your right leg back, airplane style. Right knee up. Arms reach up. Right knee to the right. Right leg behind left leg, you're curtsying. And back out to the right with the right knee. Back to the center and a twist, left hand, right knee. And step down. Stand for a moment with your eyes either closed or open, really. We can feel the delight in our pose, in our body, with the eyes open, as well as when they're closed. Let's practice that. Feel the vibration in your body and the beat of your heart. Inhale, reach up, left knee up, left ankle over, back your hips up, bend your right knee, sit deep. You can make prayer hands here. Karate chop your left ankle and pinky toe towards your right thigh. Reach with your left hand for your left ankle, drag your left foot up. Press your right thigh towards your left foot. Look forward, straight forward. Find your focal point and reach. Dancer pose, left arm out to the left. And then left hand, left foot. Again, I like to see you crawl those fingers around your toes so that the shoulder, left shoulder is open, palm up. Lift your heart, press your foot into your hand. I'm not going to bow forward here. I think it's better if I just hold the foot. Matter of fact, I'll take the pressure out even. And we're going to take the left knee up and over the right knee, left arm underneath the right arm, makes your eagle pose. And then we come to flight. We reach up with the arms and the knee rises like a Karate Kid. Good, let's release. Inhale, reach up, gaze up, salute your sun, beautiful lift of the heart. Exhale, bow forward, salute your earth, bow forward. Downward facing dog. Right leg forward for pigeon, slide your left knee back. Take your right knee more to the right side of the mat than to the top of the mat. Once you have length in your spine, you can find a place to rest your forehead. I'll use my yoga block so I don't have to go so far. At any point, you can back your left knee up and maybe an inch or so. And let's come to straight arms and fingertips. Crawl your left knee in an inch. Rise up, reach up, gaze up, salute your sun. And right arm forward, left arm back. I'm gonna back the left knee up again. So I'm on the skin above the kneecap. Reach back for your left foot. Pull the heel in towards your body. Yeah, get that stretch. You can put your right hand on a block if that makes it easier. And when you're ready, release that. We're actually going to do downward facing dog again. You could lift the right leg up and stack the right hip over the left hip if you want to open up to the front of that hip. And then release your right foot back to the floor. Lift your left leg up in the air. Left leg forward for pigeon pose. Slide your right knee back. Find length in your spine. When you're ready, come down to elbows. And find a place to rest your head and your mind. I think a little bit of pressure in what might be called the third eye helps to quiet the mind. If you'd like to, back the right knee up another inch. And straighten your arms. Come to straight arms and fingertips. Beautiful lift of the heart. Crawl your right knee in if you like to. Use your blocks if you want to lift up. Lift your heart. Reach your arms to the sky. Good. And then right arm back, left arm forward. I'm going to back the right knee up so I'm on the skin above the kneecap. Reach back for your right foot, but pull your heel in towards you. Feel that stretch. Goes a little bit higher up on the thigh, I believe. And we're gonna release that. Let's sit on the left hip, swing the right leg forward. Lie on your back in constructive rest pose with knees bent. Heels are wider than your hips, toes point in. Press your elbows down, snuggle your shoulders away from your ears. Some of you might rather have a small pillow underneath your head. Point your right knee at your left knee. Let your left knee drop to the left only enough that the right knee has space. Yeah, like that. And then the left knee points at the right knee. We're just making space for the left knee with the right knee. We're not dropping it down. We're just saying, hey, come on in. Come on into the middle. Let's do right side again. Come on into the middle. Come on into the middle the other way. That really broadens the sacrum, the hip bones. Gives your back a nice flat surface. And it also helps to align the spine bones while you lie here in this position. Lift your right knee up, snug it in towards your chest. Wrap your right foot in a strap. Lift your right leg to the ceiling, extend your left leg forward. Pull your right leg in the direction of your body, your toes above your head. Yes, Mike, look at that. Man, I think I've seen you really find some real access to those hamstrings. Hold your strap with your right hand, turn your toes to the right, any amount. Right leg goes more in the direction of your shoulder than out to the wall. Remember, we're going up towards the head rather than out to the side. So if you have to start over and then start in the middle position to get there, try that, see how it goes. Let's swing it back to center. Hold your strap with your left hand. The foot stays as close to the top of your head as possible. Toes are still slightly turning out to the right as we take the right big toe over the left ear. Straighten your right knee. Once you're in that position, straighten that right knee. And then take your right big toe over your left shoulder. And back to center, hold. Step your left foot in and your right leg forward. Rest your right leg on the floor with your left knee bent. All that fresh blood flowing into your right leg. Feel it happening. So warm, so nourishing. Step your right foot in. Lift your left knee in, give it a little snuggle with your hands, and then wrap your strap around the bottom of your left foot and lift your left leg to the ceiling. Press your heel up towards the ceiling. Extend your right leg forward. Press your pubic bone forward without letting go of your strap. Now hold your strap with your left hand. Turn your left foot slightly out to the left. We're going to take that left big toe in the direction of the left shoulder and then slightly out to the left. Switch directions. Up towards the ceiling, hold your strap with your right hand. Left big toe over the right ear, straighten your left knee. That's where you want to straighten it, when you've got it a little bit closer to the body. And then we'll let that left big toe come over the right shoulder. and back to center. Let's stop in the middle, give ourselves a little bit more time to linger with the stretch. Step your right foot in to support your left leg resting on the floor. Step your left foot in and rock your knees slightly left and right to flatten out that sacrum again, and then heel toe your feet together, bottoms of your feet touching, knees are wide. I'm especially feeling tightness in my left hip flexor, or I should say the psoas more than anything. And so then in this position, I can palpate those muscles and that fascia with my fingertips to create a little bit of freedom. Slide your feet forward a full footprint. Now slide on the pinky toe side of both feet to straight legs, heels out, toes up, arms back, palms up. And release, hands to your belly. Enjoy the quiet. Enjoy this time of rest. And just as you would hope for your little baby to rest before nap time, let your own mind be rested. Step your right foot in and then your left foot. Feet are wider than your hips. Lift your right knee over your left knee. Drop your knees to the right gently. And knees come to center when you're ready. Step your right foot down. Take your left knee over your right knee. Knees snuggle together. Drop your knees to the left. And one more time to center. Let's straighten things out. Reach out through your heels. Up with your toes. Arms reach back, palms turn up, stretch. And rest your hands on your belly again. Snuggle your shoulders away from your ears by pressing the elbows down and snuggling those shoulders down, away from your ears and your neck. Roll to your side. Come up to sitting. Sit for a moment with your eyes closed to embody your practice. It's like you have a cloak or an aura of some type.
You can feel it. It's very warm. And you feel at home here. If you'd like to, place your hands together in front of your heart and share with me this mantra. May the beauty and the wisdom of the cosmos shine through us today. Namaste. Thank you, everybody. That felt so good for me.